Want to know the difference between the Aeron and the Embody chair? I want to say thank you to Herman Miller for sponsoring this video and for working with me over these last couple of weeks. Before I get into today's video, I wanted to just say thank you to everyone that has given me feedback over the last couple of weeks. I know some of the videos that I made about both the Aeron and the Embody, the unboxing, the reviews, the overviews, whatever it was, I had some issues with my camera, which is why I'm doing a video like this today, where I'm just going to sit here and talk to you guys about the chairs. And obviously there will be some B-roll, so make sure you pay attention because I will be talking about features of both chairs, comparing and contrasting them, and they're all going to be up on your screen. So I'm going to do a lot of talking here, and then I'm also going to show you guys some of the different features of the chairs. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. That subscribe button underneath, you can totally click that. It's free. You won't pay any money to subscribe. It helps support the channel. You can also give it a thumbs up if this video helps you out. If you're a returning member of the community, welcome back, and thank you so much for joining me again. So this has been an interesting experience over the last couple of months where I've actually been able to test both the Aeron and the Embody, the gaming versions of these chairs. These are the gaming versions. These aren't the standard Aeron or the Embodies. These are the fully loaded Logitech Embody and the gaming Aeron from Herman Miller. So like a lot of people, I've been working from home for the last year, where I don't even know how long it's been, to be honest with you, because I've completely lost track of time and what day it is. But fortunately, having these types of chairs to sit in and test out has made that process a lot easier. Let's talk about the price point a little bit. Now, the way that these chairs are advertised is they are gaming chairs. They're different from the standard Aeron and the standard Embody chair. Think of it as a fully loaded, fully kitted chair. The price difference is only about 50 bucks. The Aeron starts at $14.45 and the Embody starts at $14.95. So you pick and choose whichever budget you want. At the end of the day, it's going to be the same. Now, the $14.95 price point on the Embody chair is going to be a one size fits all. So no matter how tall, how short, or how wide you might be, it's going to be a one size fits everybody. Whereas the Aeron chair comes in two different sizes, a medium and a large. Or on the website, it shows as a size C and a size B. In this case, we're going to be talking about the medium. Now, as of this video, I am sitting at 150 pounds at 5 feet 10 inches tall. And I have a pretty athletic build, so I'm not necessarily on the wide side as much as I'd like to be. But in this case, the medium Aeron chair is what actually fits me better. Now, the one thing I have to give to the Aeron Gaming Chair is that one has a little bit more customizable options before you check out. So not only being able to change the size of the chair from a B and a C, you can also change the height, which is on the website. You can pick and choose whichever one you want, and that will not actually change the overall price. I'll have a link in the description below. You guys can go directly to the gaming website and you can check them out for yourself. And one of the other similarities to both of the chairs is they both come in the special matte black, which in this case fits pretty much any office aesthetic, which is what Herman Miller was going for here. Talk about the materials a little bit. The materials are actually different. The Embody chair has this soft memory foam type feel. Not exactly sure what it's called, but to me, it feels more like a memory foam. It doesn't function like a memory foam, but it is a little bit more forgiving. It's pretty breathable. I've been sitting in the chair for long hours when I'm gaming and I'm working, and I don't feel like I have to move around or I'm sweating or I feel like I'm stuck to it. I've worn sweatpants and shorts. I've worn pretty much any kind of wardrobe you can think of sitting in the chair, and it's been comfortable. On the Aeron, that material is actually a lot different. It's more of a mesh material. You can actually see through it. It feels more stretchy. It kind of almost contours to your can, if you will. Same thing on the back of the chair, where all around on the Embody, that memory foam runs all the way through, whereas on the Aeron, that same mesh material is ran on the back of the chair. All right, let's focus on some of the differences that I think will be a selling point for a lot of people on both chairs. What I like about the Embody is how the arms function. You can move them in and out just by pressing on the tabs underneath the arms, and you can move them out or in. You can't actually turn the arms like you can on the Aeron, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. I like how the backrest functions on this chair. I can sit in the chair and it supports my lumbar perfectly. I could sit in this thing for hours and not move. It's ridiculous how long I could sit here and actually do my work. Same thing when I'm gaming. I found myself playing 10 plus hours of World of Warcraft on the weekends because this chair allows me to sit here for a long period of time. Yes, the chair does go up and down. There's a little blue knob on the right side, which, funny story, when I first got the chair and I tried moving that knob around, it didn't actually move. So when I first made my review video of the Embody, I actually stated that the chair didn't go up and down. Obviously, I was wrong. It turns out that there was actually a manufacturing defect on the knob. I had to actually pull the knob up and then down again to break whatever sealing was there. I'm guessing something happened during the quality control process, and it was missed. I had to just break off the plastic in there, and it allowed the knob to fully move, and it allowed the chair to move up and down. So yes, the chair does go up and down. I've been getting roasted about that, and I tried to correct it, but YouTube took away their annotation, so sorry. But yes, the chair does go up and down. I feel like the Embody really wants you to sit up straight, and it definitely promotes that. You can use the knob that's actually where the height adjustment is to change how the tension works, but it's not that big of a difference. I didn't really notice that much more or less support in the lumbar. You can feel it, but it didn't really make much of a difference to me. I think everyone's going to be different, so you just have to spend about 10 or 15 minutes adjusting the chair, which I highly recommend when you do, if you decide to get the chair. Make sure you sit in it and actually adjust it, because everyone is going to fit differently inside these chairs. Now let's talk about some of the differences in the Aeron. I gotta say, using the Aeron for as long as I have, I think the Aeron has a lot more options when it comes to adjustability and getting the right fit for your body. I think it's pretty obvious, even on the website, the fact that you can pick 2 different sizes with 2 different heights. That should tell you enough. Aeron has that extra lumbar support that's actually built into the chair. If you were to buy any standard Aeron, you would actually have to pay, I want to say it's 100 or 150 bucks just to get that piece added onto your chair if you wanted to customize it. This one comes standard. The Aeron kind of feels like when you sit in it, it kind of feels like you're floating. I was using it a lot during the workday, and I noticed that every time I was done putting together a presentation or doing whatever work I was doing, even after I had finished some of my meetings, I find myself sitting back to kind of relax a little bit before I moved on to my next task. And the Aeron kind of creates this floating feeling. It's really hard to describe, but it literally just feels like you're floating. You can sit back in the chair and it just kind of goes back with ease. So I think when it comes to relaxing, I can kind of relax a little bit more in the Aeron. I found myself using the Aeron more during my workday when I was doing watch parties. I've been doing watch parties on Disney Plus with some of my friends. We've been watching a bunch of shows, and I found myself using the Aeron as my relaxing chair. And I would swap the Aeron and the Embody in and out based on the things that I was doing. And I found that I was using the Aeron more for sitting down and relaxing compared to using the Embody from when I needed to do very serious tasks like gaming. I do love how the arms on the Aeron allow you to move them in and out and also adjust the height on them the same way you can do it on the Embody. But being able to invert them is huge. When I was working in an office, I had a special keyboard that I haven't actually purchased to use at home, but I found that being able to move the arms in or out, depending on where I rest my forearms when I'm typing, it is such a lifesaver. The support on my wrists and on my forearms are ridiculously amazing. Not being able to get that on the Embody is not necessarily a deal breaker, but I did find that I was a little bit more productive during my workday when I had to do a lot of typing documents, when I had to put proposals together, if I was sending out long-winded emails, building decks. Doing that on the Aeron was fantastic and made that process so much more comfortable. And while I'm using it for gaming, I can kind of change and adjust where the arms point. So based on where I'm using my mouse hand, and if I'm moving my keyboard around, it allowed me to adjust it based on when I'm not only working, but then switching over to gaming. So I think there's a lot more versatility in that chair. I do like the idea that the Aeron allows you to adjust it to be able to move forward, so you can actually sit forward instead of just sitting backwards and leaning and having to lean forwards. The chair will actually assist you with leaning forward. You can't really do that in the Embody, but I did find that doing that in the Aeron is actually kind of enjoyable. And just by the turn of a switch, which the Aeron has plenty of, you can just sit forward and you can start concentrating on your games, or if you need to get closer to your screen, whatever it is. I think you kind of notice that when you see players in esports when they're focusing, or they're in a 1v1, you see them kind of sit forward. And I think the chair does a really good job of promoting that without having you hunch over. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, which one have I decided to go with? And let me just make this very, very clear. These are both fantastic chairs. Yes, they are expensive, sure, but this is also an investment. Like I've said before, if you're going to be spending a lot of time at your desk, regardless of what it is, gaming, streaming, content creation, you're working, whatever it may be, you need to invest in getting something that is going to help your body be productive and also keep it safe. I've invested in a standing desk so that I can, stand up so I don't have to sit down all day long. I like to keep my legs moving. But if you're ever in that situation where you know you're going to be sitting for long periods of time, These chairs are fantastic and they will absolutely support you in those endeavors. I did find that I was using the Aeron more during the workday and then switching to the Embody at night when I was gaming and streaming. And again, these are all based on my personal needs, and I know I'm in a very special situation since I have both chairs, and I know not everybody can do that. But if you're looking for my personal recommendation, if you are a content creator, if you're a gamer, streamer, anything that has to do with gaming, I think the Embody is going to be a good choice for you. It has fantastic lumbar support. It keeps you upright. I find that it allows me to keep my legs at the right angle at all times, and I feel really comfortable, and I'm not really moving around. If I'm spending long periods of time playing one game, sitting in the Embody, it just makes that, it actually makes it go by faster, which is kind of crazy. If you're somebody that's working from home, just like myself, and you find that you're kind of splitting your time between gaming, streaming, and also working from home, or let's say you're primarily working from home and that's the only thing you're actually doing, I think the Aeron's actually a really good option for you. It allows you to kind of relax after you're done working. You can sit forward and adjust the arms a little bit more based on how long you're going to be typing for. If you have any ergonomic issues, the arms on the Aeron are a game changer. If I can take those arms and move them onto the Embody, that would be ridiculously amazing, and maybe Herman Miller will hear this feedback and take that into consideration. I do hope that video actually helped answer some of the questions that a lot of people have been asking, and this helped you make a more educated buying decision on whether the Aeron or the Embody is for you. And of course, if there are any other questions that maybe I didn't answer for you, make sure you post them in the comment section so I can reply to them. And if you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. YouTube put it there for a reason. So let me know. That feedback's really helpful. And again, thank you to Herman Miller for allowing me to talk about it in more detail. There are links in the description below. So if you'd like to check out some more information on both the Aeron and Embody gaming chairs by Herman Miller, go ahead and check out those links in the description. That'll tell you everything you need to know. You can make your purchase if you decide you want to make a purchase. And if you did decide to purchase a chair, let me know. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.